You're always hearing about how fat people can't participate in all the things that skinny people can. Well, tonight, Deep Fat Fried, there's 3 fat people that can do way more than your vegetable slurping vegan ass could ever dream of. Fathletes. Get Deep Fat Fried.
Deep Fat Fried.
Finally, an episode that has the courage to speak truth to power.
It's true, man. I love fat people, and fat people get maligned a lot. We get said, like I said in the intro, they can't do anything.
They talk all kinds of shit.
This episode has weighed heavy on you for some time, hasn't it, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
They act like fat people are weak and easy to overcome, and that's just not the case. Here's some fat athletes tonight. You guys recognize this guy?
No.
You should. He's the he's the fattest pro wrestler that ever existed. Is Happy Humphrey.
See, look, he does look happy.
Happy Humphrey, dude. Yeah. Well, he was very happy, I'm assuming. Otherwise, his name wouldn't have been Happy Humphrey. The heaviest pro wrestler of all time. I used to think that was probably Andre the Giant, but it was Happy Humphrey.
Wow. So he's fucking heavier than Andre, huh?
Yeah, I'll let you know. He's actually the fattest fathlete we'll cover today. Sometimes you got to wait till the end to give the big pow, and sometimes you got to lead with the heavy hand.
Boom.
And this is our big boy tonight.
He's a big motherfucker.
Born in 1926 in the tiny town of Payne, Georgia, as William Joseph Cobb. Initially, he was merely just the talk of the town as a portly little farm worker that could lift more than your average bear. His wrestling debut was in 1953.
I like the polka dots.
Yeah, he had this kind of like clownish kind of character that he played as Happy Humphrey, but he was like, he was a villain, but he was I don't know, like it was like that villain that tries to act like he's not the villain. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, he wrestled a bear for an impressive 28 minutes. This was his debut match, an actual bear, not like a leather daddy.
Holy shit.
Humphrey most likely fought Terrible Ted, who was a behemoth bear billed as being 7 feet tall, 680 pounds. He supposedly wrestled in over 500 matches by 1959. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a picture of Humphrey's bear fight, so this next video here is Terrible Ted and his trainer. I actually, as I was looking at this, we could probably do a whole episode on Terrible Ted. He was kind of an icon, but here's Terrible Ted wrestling with his trainer,
which the opponents would not appreciate very much.
We probably shouldn't watch tons of this, but
a pretty good spot. That's actually better than Hulk Hogan, though. Well, the Bear has exhibited more moves in this match so far than Hulk Hogan and Kevin Nash put together.
They're talking shit.
Damn. But yeah, no. So yeah, obviously this bear was just playing, and it was, people don't get to see bears a lot. And also,
I mean, it's cool how they trained it. I mean, because definitely it's a trained, like, it has like a little act they're doing.
Yeah. Kind of a sad side note. Bears used to be common fodder in pro wrestling before the costumes and the characters kind of took over. And that trend started in the early 1800s. And unfortunately, it involved pulling the bear's claws and teeth out.
Okay, no, then that's no.
So the bear was basically, it was basically declawed and detooth, so it really couldn't do much damage to you if it wanted to, and that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
a little bit,
completely inhumane. So
smidgen.
That's horrible.
Just a smidge.
Kind of makes the bear battle a little less impressive when you learn that the bear was completely defanged.
Yeah, I thought he had claws and teeth and shit. That's why I thought it was impressive. That does not sound impressive.
This dude over here looks like Chum-Lee.
Yeah, he kind of does. So the bear fight wasn't what made Happy Humphrey famous. Of course, it was his size. He was billed at a whopping 802 pounds. So now you know how like pro wrestling will exaggerate people's weight, right? It'll add some weight. So people don't think he weighed 802 pounds, but pro wrestling did have like they wouldn't go like way over exaggerate. It had to be plausible. So like,
it had to be believable
it,
enough that you could look at it and be like, maybe.
Yeah. To think about it, they used to bill Andre the Giant at 520 pounds. And he was probably more like, 420 pounds at his heaviest. So Happy Humphrey was probably like between 600 and 700 pounds, most people say, looking at the pictures of him. So
that makes sense.
Billed at 850, sometimes 850, or sorry, billed at 802, sometimes 850 pounds. He was more than likely somewhere around 650 pounds or something like that. And he was 15 inches shorter than Andre. He's only 6'1". So that's pretty crazy. There were few other wrestlers that could even approach Humphrey in weight. He fought most prolifically with this guy here, fellow XXL weight wrestler Haystacks Calhoun.
So this is like the fatty match.
Yeah. And awesome. They had this all the way through like the Attitude Era. You remember like they'd have like Typhoon and the Earthquake. And
yeah.
The Natural Disaster. Yeah, they'd have the fatty match, Yokozuna going up against fucking Big Van Vader or whatever the fuck.
I need to bring the fatty match back, dude.
More
that needs to come back for sure.
So yeah, Haystacks Calhoun. I've heard the name Haystacks Calhoun, but I never got to see any of his matches, nor did I get to see any of Happy Humphrey's matches. In fact, footage of his matches I couldn't really find much, unfortunately. He's kind of like before. It was hard to track down a Happy Humphrey.
Basically toured like high schools and like fairgrounds and shit back in the day. It wasn't really like it is now. It was very territorial.
Yeah, it was like
regional.
a carnival attraction.
Yeah, had a totally different feel.
Well, I mean, Happy Humphrey was there at the beginning of the modern WWE or WWF. His big kind of moment was this match here against Haystacks Calhoun in Madison Square Garden. Vince McMahon promoted this match. So,
oh damn, cool.
Very early on kind of wrestler. So WWE Hall of Famer Harley Race got his first professional role in wrestling, mainly because of Happy Humphrey, not for facing him in the ring, but for being his driver and assistant for so long. So being over 800 pounds, according to their billing, Humphrey needed a lot of help from Harley Race. Humphrey's promoter Pontiac had to be Humphrey's promoter's Pontiac had to be adjusted by removing the seats and installing extra strong shocks to ensure that the car was able to hold Humphrey.
Oh damn.
In addition, getting into the shower also proved to be a major challenge, and thus Humphrey often had to lie on the floor and have his driver and future Wrestling Hall of Famer Harley Race apply liquid soap to him and then scrub him.
Dude, this guy deserves whatever. If he got a WWE Hall of Fame,
your fucking
dude,
dues, man.
If he has to scrub down Happy Humphrey, man, he deserves anything he gets.
Right. So part of your job, and this is
look, I'm not gonna like this. You're not gonna like this.
No one's gonna like this, all right? But
you gotta give me a fucking nurse bath or whatever.
Happy Humphrey needs his bath. Okay,
he would literally scrub him up and then hose him down with a garden hose.
Yes.
So, he paid his dues before he got his shot in the ring.
He did,
bro.
Unfortunately,
wash myself with a rag on the skin.
Look, get you that scrub brush. Get down there real good around them balls.
Oh God. Oh no!
Gotta get that tank clean, boy. If I smell that tank, TJ.
You can find some of Happy Humphrey's later stuff, but it's all owned by the WWE, and so showing it here would probably get us banned. I was trying to find some of his early, like his early shit, but it's hard to find that.
Of course.
So unfortunately and predictably, his reign was cut short due to his health in 1962. And at this point, he kind of became a supremely obese guinea pig for weight loss methods.
Oh, fuck.
He attempted to control his eating habits, which sometimes included eating up to 15 whole chickens in a sitting, according to, people that were
Maybe
around
cut it
him.
down to 10,
Yeah, really.
But after consulting with doctors, he decided to volunteer for obesity research. He checked himself into the Medical College of Georgia's Clinical Investigation Unit in Augusta. For 2 years, Humphrey followed a strict doctor-controlled diet regimen. He was not allowed to exercise in order to avoid fluid loss via sweat, and was confined to the air-conditioned clinic itself. The regimen included strictly measured amounts of food and water, about 1,000 calories total per day, and a rotation in 56-day cycles. The first cycle would be high protein foods. The next cycle, high carbohydrate. The third cycle, high fat, salt-free mayonnaise and butter, tomatoes, eggs, whipped cream, and cream cheese, etc. By the spring of 65, Humphrey left the clinic where he'd lived the previous 2 years, and he had lost a total of 570 pounds.
Jesus.
Which won him a place in the Guinness Book of World Records as the champion slimmer. According to the 2-year study, Humphrey's weight loss on each of the 3 diets was approximately the same. However, the nature of the actual body matter loss during each differed significantly. The vast majority of weight lost on the high-protein diet was body fat, and Humphrey's hunger was satisfied for longer periods between meals as well. On the high-fat regimen, about 2/3 of the weight loss was body fat, and the rest was water, with an undesirable side effect of high cholesterol.
Yeah,
On the
makes sense.
high carb diet, half the weight lost consisted of body fat, and the other half was water and muscle. So Greenberg noted at the end of the study that dieters who only use a scale as a means of determining weight loss cannot tell how much of what they lose is body fat, how much is water, and how much is muscle tissue.
That's interesting.
Yep.
And you really need someone like this to do that.
I'll tell you what,
know?
he was fucking dedicated to losing the weight there. A lot of people, like, they would not have lost this much weight. That's crazy. He's literally standing in one half of his pants.
He had the benefit of being in like an environment where, he's like a test subject, and
yeah.
I mean, but he also was confined there for 2 years of his life.
Right.
So that's a pretty big commitment in itself. But he lost the weight, so good for him. Fuck.
And I imagine it was probably pretty easy for him to go back to society and have people not go like, "Hey, ain't you happy, Humphrey?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one recognized him at that point.
Yeah, because he went, he got back into society, got a normal job at an Augusta, Georgia shoe repair shop, and he never returned to the ring. He stated that he missed the sport and mixing it up with the other wrestlers, but was looking forward to a new life as a normal-sized individual. In 75, Happy Humphrey appeared in the film Moonrunners as Tiny the Syndicate Man. It was a super popular TV show at the time. The Dukes of Hazzard was based on the film Moonrunners. While the doctors may have gained some valuable data, the diet regime wasn't enough to save Happy Humphrey. Unsupervised, he gained back a large portion of the weight, ballooned back up to over 600 pounds, and eventually his heart just gave out. In 1989, at the age of 62, he passed away. So,
62 ain't bad for a 600-pound man.
No, that's true.
Yeah,
so.
And he gained it back. I think he probably lived longer. He would live pretty normal. It sounded like
yeah, probably so.
But he loved food a little more than he loved living. So, hey,
it's his
food's
choice.
Part of life, bro.
He had a little bit of both. He had the skinny life and the fat life, and he found that the fat life.
I've had skinny and I've had fat, and I like fat better.
He was a fat trader, but he came back.
He came back at the end, and we all forgive him for that.
Well, you got to. I mean, he went back to the fat side.
Yeah, sorry. There's his grave.
He's dead.
Goodbye. Happy Humphrey.
Dead.
The next guy you probably recognize right off the top.
Butterbean, boy.
Butterbean.
He looks like he's trying to suck in his gut a little there. Like,
maybe he is, but are you going to say something to him about it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Motherfucker, it's like a freight train.
Yeah. So our next fathlete isn't nearly as heavy as Happy Humphrey. But his career as an athlete is probably way more impressive, in my opinion. This is Eric Esch, also known as Butterbean, also born in Georgia, just like Happy Humphrey, this time in Atlanta, Georgia. They growing big down there in Georgia. Them Georgia boys as big as a fucking ox.
you ain't getting boy.
Sometimes bigger.
Yeah. So he was born in 1966, but at age 4, he and his family moved to St. John's, Michigan, only to move again at 11 years old to Jasper, Alabama. So he's kind of bounced around as a kid, like a lot of kids do. Had himself a difficult childhood. Mother died when he was 8, and he was frequently bullied at school for being the fat kid. While decking floors for manufactured homes at the Southern Energy Homes plant in Addison, Alabama, his colleagues dared him to enter a local Tough Man contest. with training in Bay City, Michigan. So that's how he got started as a fighter. He was just a normal kind of like dock worker guy, and he's just a big dude, and everybody was like, "Hey man, you should do that tough man competition." So a lot of people don't know this. He got his name Butterbean because he was forced to go on a diet where he ate mostly nothing but chicken and butter beans in order to meet the 400-pound weight limit for this tough man competition. So he was well over that. And they put him on this strict diet of butter beans and chicken. It was during that time when he was training that he got the nickname Butterbean, and it stuck. And apparently, I looked into it a little bit. He loved eating butter beans to this day. So, like, he'd never had them before, and then when he got on this diet, he still uses butter beans, I guess, to supplement this diet to this day. So, hey.
I mean, they're a good source of protein and shit. So
fiber, too. Good for you. Yeah. Good job, Butterbean.
So he had this new age trainer, Prose Buell, the better Buell. He emerged victorious and almost immediately was like, well, fuck, I can beat people's asses. I'll be a boxer.
Yeah, no lie, dude. Like, I can kick the shit out of people.
So I can
get paid.
I could be a fat dock worker that everyone makes fun of, or I could be a fucking boxer that beats the shit out of people. All right, I'll do that second thing. That sounds better.
Yeah. Butterbean ain't no happy Humphrey, like I said before, but he's still a behemoth of a man. He was billed at 425 pounds. Put that into perspective, that's roughly the weight of 2 Mike Tysons. He's 2 Mike Tysons in one dude, weight-wise at least. And indeed, it sometimes looked like he hit with the strength of 2 Mike Tysons. I tried to find a picture that really captured a Butterbean punch.
Oh, you did.
I mean, just look at the distortion on that dude's fucking face.
You see the sweat literally just flying off the glove in his face, and like it's just like the kinetic energy he got hit with. Like you can tell he just got fucking decked.
So Butterbean, of course, was known for his big, loping, slow, but incredibly shockingly powerful overhand right.
Oh God,
It was just a haymaker, basically. And that was Butterbean's plan as a boxer, and it worked really well for him. He was not going to last in the long term. In fact, very few of his boxing matches.
He wasn't a stamina guy.
Most of his boxing matches ended in the second round by average. So his idea was, I'm going to land one of these big haymakers before I'm out of gas and knock this guy the fuck out. And it typically worked. So he knocked out 58 opponents, 59 if you count Johnny Knoxville on that prank and Jackass.
Oh my God, dude! When they did that shit, he's like, he was like, look, I'll let you hit me once, and he hits him, and he just pummeled, and Butterbean's faster than you think too. Like that's the thing I'll say too about him. Like he might but he's a big guy, he's slow. Like he ain't fucking slow. If you were throwing fucking fists with him, you would probably get knocked the fuck out in about 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, I mean, fuck.
I'm saying is immense hitting power. I'm saying and I'm not talking like he's throwing haymakers and shit. I'm talking just his regular jabs and fucking overhand hits, dude.
Yeah.
And shit.
So he made his debut in pro boxing by late '94, which he won by beating Tim Daniels by decision. This kick-started a run of 15 consecutive wins before he took his first loss to Mitchell Rose in December '95. But he bounced back from that defeat to stick an impressive run of 51 matches unbeaten, a feat which extended all the way up to the year 2001. So that's a pretty long run to be doing professional boxing and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And not lose, yeah.
And not lose, right. 51 straight matches. With 20 of Butterbean's victory, his opponents didn't even make it to the second round. He was nearly the perfect tank. He was able to take a punch like almost nobody in the business. He was just, had that iron jaw thing. Took a lot to get him to bleed and a lot to get him hurt. And he would just wait, take punches until he could counterpunch with a really heavy blow. And he'd use his own weight, knock his opponent out. The entertaining slugger hung up his gloves with a 77-10-4 record. So that's pretty goddamn impressive at the age of 46 years old.
Yeah.
So he boxed and fought. Here you see him in an MMA ring. So he
also did kickboxing.
And he did kickboxing as well.
Yeah. He's fought a bunch of motherfuckers in a bunch of different sports.
In 2003, he went into MMA and kickboxing after he was recruited by K1. His run was not super impressive, and he got injured in his leg, as you might imagine. A trained boxer is probably not going to do too well. But
not only that, he's very old at this point for a fighter.
Well, yeah.
He played 28 MMA matches, and he won 17 of them, so that's nothing to shake a stick at. You know what I mean? He had a good mix of wins in there. He won 7 matches in played 7 matches in kickboxing, and he won 3 of those. So for a dude that that knew nothing about kickboxing, pretty fucking good anyway. So of his 77 victories, a total of 58 came via knockout. So pretty fucking awesome.
Too shabby,
dude. He was just a mountain of a man. I mean, like, say that's why even in MMA, like, he wasn't doing like top UFC shit. But against most normal people, they're not gonna have a fucking chance against this guy.
Yeah.
He's just too fucking big.
And I mean, who knows what he could have done in MMA if he'd fucking done it in his youth, you know?
And I mean, it's just like you said. I mean, he's a combination of he can hit like a tank and he can take the punishment. Like that's pretty rare.
In his prime, he was a boxer. You know?
Look at the dude that's walking away from him after he lost this MMA fight. He looks like he's about like 20, 24 in like peak physical condition. And look at Butterbean. Butterbean just whooped his ass, and he's in his 40s.
I know, dude. It's just nuts.
And fat as fuck. You know what I mean? So fuck all you skinnies and all you goddamn fucking gym rats and shit talking shit about a fat person. You might not want to mouth off in front of the wrong fat person because you might get a mouthful of your own teeth. That's just a warning.
It might be a Butterbean. You don't know.
You never know if there's a Butterbean lurking.
I'm pretty sure Butterbean went to the gym a lot too, but you know
he did, of course. He trained.
Pretty sure he was also a gym rat. Just also probably like to eat a lot.
Way more than your average.
Probably more than Butterbeans too. I'm assuming that Butterbean did not maintain his figure eating Butterbeans and chicken.
No, I would
obviously not.
So let's talk about our third and final. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at his total wins broken down by thing. So it's over there on the right. You see it there, the wins.
Oh, here we go.
So professional
boxing record is totals 91, 77 wins, 58 by knockout, 10 losses, 4 draws. Kickboxing record, 7 bouts total, 3 wins, 2 by knockout, 4 losses, 2 by knockout. Mixed martial arts, 28 total, 17 wins, 8 by knockout, 9 by submission, 10 losses, 7 by knockout, 7 by knockout, 3 by submission.
Dude, I want to see, dude, how did fucking Butterbean get somebody to submit?
He probably knew some holds.
Yeah, he probably just got him. Damn, dude. I never got to see Butterbean doing an MMA fight. That would be a trip.
If he fell on you and put you in an armbar, dude, like there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
400 pounds of like you're just pushing.
It would have been really interesting to see if he had entered, if there had been like a mixed martial arts thing when he was in his prime, because I mean he would have done a lot. I mean, based on how he did as an old man, or at least an old man for a fighter, I'm pretty sure he would have been pretty impressive if he'd been able to get in there as a younger dude.
If he would have gotten the like benefit of like a Mike Tyson situation where he got a mentor at like 15 and you know what I mean, was just trained his whole life.
Oh, he'd have been big, dude. He would
have destroyed fools. So our last and final fathlete tonight, a name that's pretty familiar to me, Refrigerator Perry, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Refrigerator Perry. Now, I remember him from my childhood, but only vaguely. He was pretty early on. You guys might not even remember seeing Refrigerator
I've heard of him,
Perry.
but I did not see him play.
So he played for 10 fucking seasons in the NFL, which is a pretty good career. He was a fan favorite defensive tackle, and he stood out for 2 things. The first being, obviously, his enormous size, and occasionally his ability to be kind of subbed in onto the offensive line to score goal line touchdowns. They used to
use him as a running back.
Yeah, they used him as a back. They'd sub him in as a back and, like, you know, just send this giant tower of meat right at the goal line, and they're like, you ain't going to stop him.
Yeah.
So he also he was part of the Chicago Bears team that trounced the New England Patriots at Super Bowl 20, and he became a pop culture legend thanks to that Super Bowl shuffle song that you made. I pulled the video. It should be time stamped. We probably shouldn't watch too much of it.
There you go.
So you barely get a look at Refrigerator there, but he's on the end, or second from the right there is number 72. So, yeah, they had a bunch of, NFL guys do this really cringy.
Pretty cringe.
Yeah, rap.
Yeah.
But back in the day,
1985, it played well.
Yeah,
so.
no, this was hot, dude. This was played on the radio and shit. I'm not even kidding. Like a fucking phenomenon.
Okay.
A lot of coke was being snorted.
Yeah, people only pay attention much.
There was a lot of coke snorted in the 80s, for sure. But his instant celebrity status made him an easy choice for one of several NFL players who were invited to appear at WrestleMania in 1986, which, once again, was a way bigger honor then than it would be considered now. Now, it would be kind of it's kind of like a C-list celebrity thing to do, kind of, sort of. But back then, dude, WrestleMania was bigger than the Super Bowl. And so getting invited to be on WrestleMania was like you got to go to the Super Bowl and then you got to go to WrestleMania. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Yeah, and he's actually really well remembered for that match. Unfortunately, of course, due to the WWE's, strict control of its shit, we can't really show you much of it, but I did pull a picture. I think.
All right. Let's see.
Oh yeah, a GIF.
Like a GIF.
There's him. That's Big John Studd there. And that is Refrigerator Perry, an untrained wrestler going over the top rope there. So people really loved his appearance on this because unlike a lot of the other football guys, he showed a willingness to do this type of crazy shit. Like, he may not have been the best wrestler, but they could tell that, like, the fans could tell that he put a lot of heart into it, Like he really took it serious and he wanted to have a good match. And
man, you see him hit the
he hits the apron on the way down.
Yeah. Ooh.
And but whatever, he didn't care. He had fun with it. And Big John Studd you can actually see Big John Studd trying to correct his fall there because he sees him not far away enough from the apron.
He's trying to push him off.
He's trying to push him even further off. But
yeah, but he's so damn big, so that's not an easy task. He's 350 pounds.
Yeah. So in 86, the Fridge appeared at then WWF's second iteration. So it was WrestleMania 2 as well. So that's a big deal. Joining fellow pro football standouts as Bill Fralick, Russ Francis, and Bears teammate Jimbo Covert in a battle royale pitting the NFL stars against WWF wrestlers. 2 years later, Perry was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame because the people loved this match so much. So yeah, he was definitely the most memorable dude at that match. Most fans who remembered William Perry for his glory days in the NFL were first informed of his dire situation in a 2011 article from ESPN's Tom Friend. The piece took a look at how the defensive tackle was still doing quite well for himself after retirement, starting a construction company with his father-in-law, and living in a large house with his then-wife Sherry and their 4 children. However, the Fridge's drinking started spiraling out of control due to how easy it was to score free booze during the tons of autograph sessions and appearances that he did. That led to Sherry getting divorced from him in 2003, and she got the custody of his kids.
That's not a recipe for a good mental health. No. Not really. Like, I'm drinking, abusing alcohol, losing my family, losing my life. That's not good.
He moved on super quick after the divorce and rekindled a relationship with an old high school flame.
Damn, he don't waste. Yeah, the refrigerator don't waste no time. Baby.
Nope. But his drinking continued to be a problem and eventually led to his upper and lower teeth being pulled out. As the report noted, he allegedly refused to take the antibiotics prescribed by his doctor, and instead he would just drink copious amounts of vodka, thinking that was going to like keep his be antiseptic, I guess, enough
I
to
guess
stop.
So. Yeah, look, it's got alcohol on it, right?
Yeah,
it'll disinfect my mouth. Well, obviously,
you lost the teeth because you were drinking too much. So,
well, they advise you, of course, not to when you take antibiotics, not to drink. So, of course, that's why he did it.
He's like, I don't need that. I don't need no antibiotics, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll just drink vodka. So Perry also dealt with a number of medical conditions following the dental procedure that we talked about, including an advanced case of Guillain-Barré syndrome, which is an autoimmune disease that could start with muscle weakness and eventually could progress to paralysis and even death. While he recovered after spending 5 months in the hospital in 2008, he suffered a relapse a year later. He got pneumonia, hearing difficulties, severe weight loss. Reportedly, at the time, he got down to like 190 pounds, which, like, looking at him is unthinkable.
I see they pulls it up because I was about to mention a factor, but yeah, I think you're about to mention it in a second anyways.
So by 2016, Sports Illustrated's Rick Tielander published another update on the fridge, revealing that he was basically destitute, living alone in a retirement facility in his hometown of Aiken, South Carolina, weighing about 450 pounds, barely able to walk under his own power, dealing with diabetes, almost stone deaf. And another younger brother, fellow NFL alumnus Michael Dean Perry, suggested that William might have traces of CTE, which is chronic and traumatic encephalopathy, the thing that athletes get from being bonked in the head too many times.
Yeah, just getting like the shit beaten out of you on a regular basis for 10 years in the NFL.
Especially back then. I mean, now it's they was at least a veneer of taking it seriously. Back then, it was like people would just like keep playing. You had a concussion, you're fine. This guy definitely had CTE, almost certainly, and that because you see a lot of people that get CTE, like they end up killing themselves slowly or quickly. Like they drink heavy drinking, opiate use, all kinds of drug use. Like it's like the path he went down, unfortunately, is not uncommon for people that play and have long careers in the NFL.
Especially before they instituted the new rules against helmet-to-helmet hits and the new pads. And I mean, even now people are still getting this, but
it's taken much more serious.
He played during a time where it really wasn't even taken seriously at all. So,
or even considered. Those kind of like you're tough. You go out back out and play after a concussion.
Yeah. His brother also says that his family's constantly trying to get him to quit drinking, but he just kept on hitting the bottle. Tielander's report also focused on Perry's dwindling finances, given how he did not receive a dime when his Super Bowl ring was auctioned off in 2015. That year, so he supposedly earned a net income of just $13,921 from Social Security checks and his NFL pension. Further, his family affairs were reportedly a mess, with his children and 2 ex-wives too busy fighting amongst themselves to actually accomplish any change. So basically, that's where he's at. Poor guy is in limbo while his family squabbles over whatever little bit of shit is left from what he accomplished. Up into and including auctioning off his Super Bowl ring and not giving him a single dollar.
Yeah. Oh my fucking god, dude.
So and this is a sad kind of way to end it, but it is something that happens to people as they get old, especially people that are like this, that they get old, that like they have a celebrity status and they make a bunch of money and they're famous, and then they get old and their family oftentimes will just, what they did to Rick Fridge here, they threw him in a fucking retirement home and basically stole all his goods, and you know what I mean? Didn't do anything to really take care of him. So that kind of sucks. I guess I would say that like fat athletes get treated worse in the end than everybody else too. But we're still out there, still setting fucking records.
Yeah. Fathletes, motherfucker.
And you better watch your mouth.
Butterbean's been fine though, huh? Butterbean's all right, huh, Paul?
Butterbean is not.
Except for his crippling morphine addiction. Dude.
No.
No.
All right. Well, no, fuck. All right. Well, I guess they're all doing bad. Fuck.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hear anything horrible about Butterbean, but he retired, so maybe Butterbean's okay.
Hopefully Butterbean's just like chilling in like a house he made, all that money he made. You know what I mean? He's chilling.
I didn't hear like Butterbean's like fucking sucking dick for coke.
Yeah. Please. Like
Butterbean lives in a dumpster behind a fucking In-N-Out burger somewhere.
Yeah, he says he gets free food there.
Yeah. Like, I didn't hear none of that. So I guess Butterbean's probably doing the best out of our Fathletes today. But anyways, that's some Fathletes. If you like this, there's a lot more of us out there. Watch your mouth around fat people. You never know who's going to be a Butterbean.
One of them, they might do a spin kick.
Whoa! Like a little smack to your face.
Deep fat pride. Deep fat pride.